Hey team, it's me coming at you officially for the first time as a one-star diamond coach. And I'm overwhelmed today. First off, I didn't expect this until next week. I thought my qualification period ended next week, which it doesn't, which means that next week, if all goes according to plan, and there's a few hiccups that are happening, but if it goes according to plan, next week I'll be coming at you as a three-star diamond coach. Now, all that is well and good. It's a testament to where I've been and what I've done and where I'm going. But it really hit me today, you guys, that as much as I thought I could do this and anticipated doing this, you don't know while you're doing it that it's happening. You don't know while you're doing your posts and wondering who sees and wondering if they're right. You're doing your workouts and you're doing your nutrition. You don't know for a fact that it's going to happen. You don't know you're doing the work that's going to pave the way, but you are. And I wanted to send a message to you, the most important peeps in my Fit Fam, and say that. To trust in your journey, to trust in your posts, to trust in who you are and that this is part of where you're meant to be and part of where you are going. If I didn't believe in you, I wouldn't invest time in you. I wouldn't care about this team. I would act like this was me, and it's not. It's us. This is an us thing. This is every single person on this team, whether they post on this page or watch this page or stop following this page but are a part of Shine Bright Nation. It's a us thing, not a me thing. It's an us thing. We are an entity. We are a group, and together we are mighty, and we can do anything we want to. There is literally nothing stopping Shine Bright Nation from being on the stage at Summit next year. Because I promise you that last year at Summit, when Rosa and I sat in the nosebleed section with one other gal from the Fit Republic, there were other gals there, but they just chose to not come to the sessions. Silly, lots of learning to be done. But for real, we didn't know. Like, we had goals of where we wanted to be, but I don't think that Rosa knew for a fact that she was going to be on that stage. She knew she was going to work her tail off to get there, but there's no way of actually knowing it's going to happen other than just doing the work and doing the behaviors. And I don't even feel like I've worked that hard, but I have. And it is hard for me. I don't want to lose it. It is hard for me to read all the beautiful things that people say. I don't take compliments well. I never have, and I'm working on it. But it's because no matter what somebody says or that I read that somebody says, there's a voice in my head that says, nope, you're not who they think you are. Nope, you're not good enough. And that voice is slowly getting quieter, but she's still there. And she talks loudly some days. And I had to remind myself to not, because I do this, I skim over these beautiful words that people have been so kind to say to me. They deserve to be read, and they deserve my attention. And they deserve for them to be heard. So I made a point of going back and reading every last thing. Sorry. Turn that off. Wow. This journey involves loving yourself and growing to love yourself. Now, I just wanted to share my screen with you guys. I wanted to remind you of where I've started. Share that screen, you beautiful machine. Okay. That's me. Right there. In all my glory. That wasn't from January 3rd. That picture is from April 17th, 2013. It was my before picture when I did my very first challenge group with Rosa. I did Les Mills Combat, and you know what? When I bought my first challenge pack, I said to myself, this is it. I had tried to lose the weight on my own. I had lost 12 pounds on my own, and then I plateaued. You guys know that. I've shared that. But like literally the Christmas before I started this, Brad bought me for my Christmas stocking. My stocking was chock-a-block full of goodies from our local specialty candy store. And aside from that, 2 giant tubs. My biggest weakness are Maynard's All Sorts, the black licorice candies. Maybe it's because nobody else likes them, so I get to eat them all. He bought me 2 huge, like, towers of them, and I ate them all, you guys. It was like 2 pounds of candy. Blah. But anyways, I remember stepping on the scale. I weighed myself because Rosa was asking me for my beginning weight. I weighed myself at my father-in-law's place because we were there visiting over Easter that year. And I remember looking it down at his digital scale and being like, 176 pounds. I had been 196. Then I was 186. Now I was 176. I'm like, okay. And I remember getting out of the shower. I point because my bathroom's right there. And looking in the mirror at all my naked glory. I cry because that's where I started. I started as somebody who was very, very unhappy with their body. I look at that girl and, like, I know it's me because there's my kitty. It's not me. And you know what? That's actually a flattering angle. It was worse than that. I wish that was the before of my back with the 5 different rolls of fat going down it. Because trying on clothes for the Christmas party that had been just this couple months before that picture was taken, I had grabbed stuff in what I thought was my size and could barely squeeze into it. Like, it wasn't my body. I'm 5'10". I can carry more weight differently than maybe somebody who's shorter, but at the same time, I wasn't comfortable. I wasn't in pictures. I was wearing leggings and long, loose, baggy shirts and hoodies. I lived in them. I remember going to our local thrift store and buying this men's gray hoodie for 25 cents that was like a thinner material, which helped because I was really warm all the time when I was overweight. And my husband hated it. He hated it was from a thrift store because he hates thrift store stuff. But he hated that it was this big, loose, baggy men's hoodie. And that's where I started. I started this journey as somebody desperate to change their body. I did not start this journey as somebody desperate to change my life. Somebody dedicated to changing other people's lives. I was in it for me. I needed to get healthy for my sanity, for my mood. It's a pretty depressed girl in that picture. I just wasn't me anymore. And it doesn't matter that I now have blonde hair and it's shorter and funner and I do my makeup better and I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm a little bit of like one of those teenage coming of age stories in your 30s though. But for real, that's where I started. And being a 1-star diamond is big, but it's not the biggest. I have goals. I will be a 10-star diamond coach. That is my goal. I'll be a 15-star diamond coach. That is what that is, you guys. It's not a matter of rank. That is saying that I will help 15 other women or men achieve diamond. Achieve something that builds that belief in themselves. It builds the belief in you. So that's where I started. This is where I am now. This is only the beginning. And if you think that you can't or that you are not, you are. Because I didn't know I was on this journey. I didn't know the change I was influencing. I didn't know the lives I was changing. I didn't know. But I do now. And I'm empowered by it. And that little tiny voice in my head is going to get quieter and quieter. She can shut that up, if you know what I'm saying. Because there's no end to what we can do. So I'm basically making this to say there's a lot of you on this team that have a wicked amount of confidence, and I applaud the crap out of you. Confidence is a beautiful, beautiful thing, but we all have weaknesses, and we all have those insecurities, and we all have those worries. And I just invite you to share them with people and to be proud of yourself every step of the way and to acknowledge your accomplishments, whether it's 1 pound or 5 pounds or 5 likes on a post, whatever it might be. Acknowledge them and love them. Let's get this off the page, shall we? I also wanted to show, because as I was looking for that picture, this is my photo album on my like page. Just going to keep going and going. There's a lot on here, you guys. A lot that I didn't know what I was doing or why I was doing it. I was just being me, and I was just sharing me. And it's evolved a lot. Sorry, I saw Josh Duhamel. But for real, this doesn't even go back to the very, it would take a long time to go back. That was at a Super Saturday. Well, there's one. No, good. Anyway, this is it now. You can see I've developed a bit of a style, if you will. No, not those. I don't even know what month I'm in anymore. This is Valentine's, February. Anyways, there was not a lot of rhyme or reason then. It was just posts. I've gotten more specific about always doing the same font and background in my pic collage posts. I try to do the same setting when I'm making my videos, just a consistency so that people see that on their page. Anyways, it's a growth. It's a time process, and literally the only thing that makes me different from any other coach who's ever become a Beachbody coach is the fact that I haven't quit, and I never will. It's my persistency. Even though there have been times that I've slowed down in my business or not worked as hard, I never gave up and I never will. And that's what I wanted to share. Do you rock on with you? Nose to the grindstone, changing lives, changing your life. I believe in you guys so, so much. And that is all I wanted to say. Good night, and thank you so much for your support. I would not be here if it weren't for you, and I'm blessed to call you guys my fit fam.